Are we live? Whoa. I don't know, man. Are we live, man? Let me check the sound. Okay. Sound. Alright, sound is good. Thumbnail. What do we got? It's UFC Apex as a thumbnail, eh? Whoa. I just cooked up a random ass thumbnail. It's just Dana White. Anyways, one sec. I am live, actually. I don't know how many people are going to be here, but we got one person here. We got the boy himself, Aladdin Maziom. What's up, my guy? What's up? Thank you for being here. We are live right now in front of the entire world. Let me just fix a few things. What is up? Frequency low. All right. Yeah, today we're just going to yap a little bit. Let's see. Is there anything really interesting to talk about? I don't know. Definitely got to get rid of that last name. No, it'll take a bit of getting used to. But let's see. So we actually do. So obviously this is UFC Texas Fight Week. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Okay, it's in the right screen. Yeah. So UFC Texas Fight Week. Got the weigh-ins. There's an athlete Q&A. I don't really care about this. Actually, get this off my screen. Anyways, what else do we got? Let me see. Yeah, but what's up? We're just gonna yap a bit. We're just gonna, just talk. I'm just gonna go live for a bit. After this, I'm probably gonna record a vid. I already have my predictions recorded. I just gotta edit it and stuff. It should be out probably later today. Well, definitely later today. I don't know what time though. To be honest, my upload schedule is probably it's pretty bad. I can't lie. It's not the best, but you make time with what you got, as the kids would say. Let's see. Let's go to championship rounds. They always have good stuff. Let me see. Hot up in the sixth. All right, let me just make this a little bit bigger. Always feel like when I go live, I'm gonna say the N-word by accident. Oh, I'm joking. Let's see. What do we got? Tyson Fury. I don't care about this, bro. Stick to the MMA news. Championship rounds. What you posting? Ian Gary posted this on Instagram. So Ian Gary is in Georgia. He has arrived in Georgia. Now, let me just get the chat up in here. Ian Gary is in Georgia right now, apparently. So if you guys don't know, Ian Gary apparently is facing Islam Makhachev. That is the next fight. I did a video on that just recently, like literally my last video. If you guys haven't watched, I'm sure you guys have. I thought I think it's a great fight, to be honest with you. So it seems like Ian Gary's going to Georgia. Let's play this. Let me just desktop audio on. Where is it? All right, let's just play this. I don't even know if I've watched this. What is this?
I promise you. I told you at that interview. I'm coming to Georgia.
Voice, though,
I told all of you. I will come to Georgia because Georgia has phenomenal wrestling, phenomenal judo, phenomenal sambo. And when you are trying to prepare for someone like Islam Makhachev, I'm going to need that. So Georgia, I'm hollering to you guys. I'm going to need your help. So every southpaw wrestler, every guy that thinks he's going to be like Islam Makhachev, we need to find a place. So I will see you there,
and I will call you to Georgia. I don't know really how great Georgia's wrestling is, but I'm guessing it's pretty solid. What is this? The Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather exhibition is tentatively scheduled. This is actually happening. What the fuck? Why is this happening in Congo? Is Congo in Africa, or am I racist? Why is this fight happening? What the fuck? Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. Genuinely don't know how to feel about if this guy somehow gets that welterweight world title. I think it would be pretty freaking hilarious, but it would also be like it wouldn't. I don't know. Nothing surprises me anymore. That's the thing, right? I just feel like nowadays it's kind of just like I just click something. Fuck. Whatever happens, and it wouldn't surprise me. My guy, Dig, he says, I got Floyd by scaring Mike into a stroke. Yeah, this fight is, why is this happening? I don't know. But back to the Ian Gary thing. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. But let's see. Hot up in the sixth right now. I got Floyd. I got Mike by Cannibalism. Let me just see. Okay, Nate Diaz. Hold on. I want to also look at the Texas card real quick coming up. Why the hell? Oh, this is my search. You guys want to see my search history? Wait one sec. This is my Twitter search history. It's championship rounds. It's Davi, right? Because he had a post that I included in one of my videos. It's MMA Joey, because I remember talking about him. What was it, the last video, the Tom Aspinall video? UFC 325 Diego. It's because I wanted to get like a picture of the fight. Volkanovski, Diego Volk, and then Muhammad Mokaev. So no Gooner stuff. I just exposed my search history on Twitter. No Gooner stuff, right? And Mokaev cuts because I wanted to get a post of Mokaev, because I have a video that I haven't really worked on yet, but it's about like the UFC cutting all these like wrestlers. I was thinking of posting it, but I don't know. No Bromo dropped just now. No Bromo just dropped the video. Should we watch it right now? Where is it? Well, obviously it'd be on YouTube. What's up, Ivar? What's up, my guy? We got a few boys in here. Apparently no Bromo just dropped. Is this true? Or are you talking about like earlier today? I don't think I watched it. No, he didn't drop today. He did a UFC. Am I tripping, or he didn't put a video out today? Or are you saying he dropped like his... Oh, yeah, he dropped one yesterday. Is Gordon Ryan the Epstein of BJJ? Let's watch this, actually. I haven't watched this yet, I'll be honest.
Why was I spending almost 7 hours a week cooking? Factor gives me the protein I need in minutes. Each meal is crafted by chefs and approved by diet.
So I was scrolling.
He dropped the members only video. Oh. Well, I'm a little bit, Oh, he did, yeah, 1 minute ago. Johnny Walker trashes Walter Walker. All right. He did trash him. Yeah, I did see that, actually. I did see that. Let's do... I want to watch this, actually. I haven't watched Bromo's videos in months. Why not? My voice just went super high. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I see it. The Johnny Walker one. I want to watch this Gordon Ryan one, low-key, because I haven't really seen too many details on it. I'll be honest. I was watching Che's stream a little bit earlier while I was doing stuff. He was crapping on bedtime. I thought it was funny. It was like a jest though, but it was a good stream. What's up, D Cream? What's up? Bromo's the man. Yeah, I love No Bromo, dude. He's incredible in my opinion. There's certain MMA YouTubers where I'm like, dude, like, No Bromo, myself, we should be, But it's all about the grind. It's all about the grind. I'm just gonna say it. I look at MMA Joey, and I'm like, how does this guy have more subs than No Bromo? That's all I'm gonna say. I look at Kenny Okoye. I'm like, how does this guy have more subs than No Bromo? Like, No Bromo legitimately is like one of the most entertaining guys on here. No wonder Gordon is best friends with Jones. He is, right? It's funny.
Creatine's been part of the human diet since we first cooked meat over fire. When a French chemist first...
Okay.
So I was scrolling X today.
All right, we can watch this Bromo video in a second. I'll talk to you guys for a little bit. He's cool, but I don't really like long-form MMA videos. That's fair. I'm in his live sometimes still, though. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I understand that. I mean, to be fair, his last video is only 13 minutes. My name is Decarium, but I wanted to make my name look cooler, but people call me D-Cream. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have been calling you D-Cream for the whole time, right? It's not even that. Decorium. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Decorium. Okay, Decorium. I want to make decor. Okay. I'm trying to get that in my head. All right. Thank you. Wait, why is this light? I feel like it's... No, it's like it's. Why does it look brighter usually? I mean, I just charged it to be fair. I have a chargeable light. Isn't that pretty cool? It's cool what you can get with an Amazon account. Let's see what you guys say. Bromo makes way better content than... I mean, it's not even a question, bro. It's not even a question. My grandma literally can start an MMA channel and can cook those guys. You're just hating, man. He's like, yeah. His Discord became a little stupid, though, so I left. Okay. I wasn't in his Discord. I don't even check my Discord. I barely check my Discord unless I'm, like, directly, like... Unless someone directly, like, ats me, like, then I'll check it. Or if someone, like, DMs me, I'll check it. But I don't really check my own Discord, to be honest with you guys. Let me know if you guys aren't in it. I could pin it in the freaking chat right now. I can't even join his Discord. I think he banned minorities. That's fucked up. Hey, that's base. Nah, that's fucked up. There's a reason I'm not in it. It's because he actually banned me. There's like 2 Jewish guys in his Discord who rage bait. Oh, I watched one of his streams. I think I know who you're talking about. He's Jewish. I was watching one of Bromo's streams. There's this guy. Is it Zapper? It's Zapper, right? Is that his name? Because I was watching, he was, they were all arguing or something. Send the Discord, I got you. I was in your Discord for a little bit, but no offense, no, I don't blame you. No offense taken, bro. That's, it's, I love you boys, but, some of the boys in the Discord, man, I don't know what they be talking about sometimes. I'm like, that's why I kind of stopped. Yeah, Suter, Zapper. Yeah, Zapper Solo. Okay. See, I pay attention. All right, let me, the Discord, yes. I could put the Discord link in. Again, I don't really check it that much, but. Yeah, but they were arguing, right? Shoot, how do I do this again? I forgot. I'm a casual. Okay, thing, and then it's supposed to say what? Like invite to server, and then what? Copy, I guess. Okay, copy link, and then go to my chat. Where is my chat? And then I go to my chat, and then I go into the comments, and then I paste, and then I send. And let me just test it myself. And there you go. And there you go. And let me just pin it real quick. Pin message. All right, there you go. And you guys want to, join the stream? Or the stream, the whatever you call it. The Jew talk gets crazy. Yeah, Suter Zapper Solo. Sorry. All right, let me just back this up. Watched his stream yesterday. Zapper and Persian have a blood feud against each other. Okay, that's pretty funny. Persian is cool. Copy. Okay, good. All right, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's watch his latest video actually. Let's watch Bromo's latest video. 1 second. Let me just put this. Let me just close this. Alright, how do I do this again? I forgot. Wait, desktop audio. This is Bromo's? Oh, shit. Actually, I'll join his soon. Let me just do that. And then we could watch Bromo's latest video. And if you guys want me to watch something else, we could. One thing I'm always scared of with watching videos on my channel, on my streams is, let me see. Accept. There you go. Okay, I'm in. I am in. I just joined. All right. Thank you. I just joined. All right. Fuck. I was gonna say one thing I'm always scared of with reacting to videos on live is because sometimes I'll get like an ad. I don't really. I think I turned it off though. But sometimes I would get like an ad for like a local like business in my city, and I'm like, I don't want to be a live streamer that just docks my own city. But anyways, I think that's like only if you have personalized ads on, right? So I turned that off. Shoot, man. How is his disc now? Oh, his Discord? Yo, BXG, what should I change my profile picture to? Yeah, I'll check yours in a second. Hold on. What should I change my profile picture to? Is that Gus Fring? Let me see. It looks like Gus Fring from here. Oh, it is. Okay. I know that's high from anywhere. I look like I live in Chicago. You're saying I look like Nick Fuentes. What should I change my... Ooh, I don't know, actually. I kind of like the Gus Fring one. Maybe, I don't know. I honestly, I say keep it, but if you want to change it, I kind of fuck with it. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe change it to like the Big Yahoo or something. I don't know. Change it to Big Netanyahu. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I kind of fuck with it. Maybe make it like Yuri Prohaska. I don't know. Unless it's MMA Combat Sports Talk, I just ignore. Yeah. All right. But anyways, let me just...
So I was scrolling X today, and then we have this.
One sec. Oh, shoot. All right. Okay. Oh, what the hell? All right. So I guess there's a lot of memes about... How do I... Let me just fit this a little bit. All right, we could react to this. I haven't really... I might change it to Bryce Mitchell. Base brother. Okay, I like that actually. Yeah, Bryce is actually a good idea. All right, one sec. Not Discord. Okay. All right. Is Gordon Ryan the Epstein of BJJ? All right, let's see this video. Let's watch.
So I was scrolling X today to try and find some MMA news to talk about, and I stumbled across this tweet. Just woke up to see Gordon Ryan has been grooming teenage girls, and I thought, is this kind of just like an engagement bait post? All right, just to try and get some engagement and likes and views and this and that.
Okay, I did see this post, I think, actually.
And I thought, I'll look into this then, see if it's true. It's not good. The dude's a fucking creep. We need to release the Gordon Ryan files. That's what we need to be doing. Because this dude has talked about getting his brother to have sex with his. Okay,
let's read this message. This is from Gordon Ryan. Let's see. Wait. Well, let me move it. Wait. How do I zoom in? I forgot. I actually recently figured out how to zoom in. Oh shit! There you go. There you go. Is it zoomed? I think it's zoomed. This is my position 10 years ago. Wait, who is this from? This is from the guy that's messaging Gordon, I'm guessing. This is my position 10 years ago. Nikki and your dad teamed Sonny to make him a man or whatever, and then grew up and told Craig about it. Understandably, Nikki didn't want to go public, and Craig respected how awful, but I'm willing to bet Craig. Okay, I can't. I'm just gonna let Bromo explain. I don't want to do this. It's hurting my brain. Zoom out. Okay, there you go.
With his wife from a while ago, all right, from when Nikki was underage, it seems like he's hinting at. We have this. We have this one
Bryce's
here.
Insta videos
are talking about
based.
Having sex.
We could check that out after this. Actually, I'll be honest. I've deleted Instagram, so I don't know if you guys send me anything, but I don't have Instagram. I have my account, but I don't have like my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it is my YouTube name. It's just BXG MMA. So. But we could check that out. I could just sign in real quick.
With a 16-year-old girl, because it's technically legal, and we'll get into why that's a silly argument anyway. And then there's this one where he's talking to a 15-year-old girl about how...
I saw one message about... I saw one, I don't know if it was fake. It was like a Craig Jones one where he was like... I saw Gordon Ryan like DM the girl, and he was like, you should come to Austin, Texas. And she was like, what's over in Austin? And he was like, I don't know, watching comedy and having sex, lol. Like, just like, no riz, no charisma whatsoever, no game. And then she was like, I'd rather fuck Craig Jones because at least he's funny. I swear I saw that, but I don't know if that's real. One thing I think Bromo should get in a studio or room for recording, not just recording in his living room. I think the sound is pretty good.
How she would look better in a bikini.
I think he actually has pretty good sound, to be fair.
It's crazy. Absolutely craziness. We're going to break it down today. I don't usually cover BJJ.
Unless you mean, like, just, I don't know.
But I used to think BJJ was just gay. It turns out...
You should make MMA memes like how Tony has died, and that's how he got his subs up. I could try that. I thought of that, like, oh, you know, I should do, like, TikToks, and, like, I should do, like, YouTube Shorts and, like, Instagram Reels and stuff, and I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I kind of just, I don't know. I could, but it's just, like, it's not, I don't know if I'm just lazy. I don't think it's laziness. It's just kind of, like, maybe I'm just not into, like, that kind of stuff, but memes are cool. I mean, I like using memes in my thumbnails and stuff, especially a lot recently, so I don't think, like, having, like, a meme account would be a bad idea. That'd be pretty funny, actually. It's actually not a bad idea. It's kind of weird how Nobromo's the only person on MMA YouTube who's talked about this.
Out the kind of groomers as well.
Yeah, that's true, to be fair.
That's a...
You know, the problem with MMA YouTube right now is, like, first of all, where is everybody? Like, I've had this thought, like, for the last few days. Where the fuck is everybody? Only now as MMA Che came back. Where the fuck is Lucas Tracy, and where the fuck is MMA Guru except one video or two videos a week? And then it's like nobody watches Okoye, nobody cares about MMA Joey. They're awful. Who else do you guys got? I mean, I see some of Aniki stuff here and there, but, like, you know, where's Horse Beef MMA? I love him. Where the hell is he? Where's all the boys at Bedtime is cooking? Bedtime has been really consistent. He's the #1 guy. He's taken Guru's spot, in my opinion. I'm just saying. I don't watch all his videos, but he has been really, really cooking. But yeah, I don't know. The problem with MMA YouTube is a lot of guys are just like, a lot of MMA YouTubers only keep it at MMA. And I like that Nobromo, like, he goes outside of MMA a little bit with, you know, talking about Gordon Ryan and stuff. Like, my voice just got shaky. Talking about, like, Gordon Ryan and, like, boxing and stuff, you know? It would also just look kind of better for the video if he had a better recording. Yeah, true. Nobromo finna disappear after this. Hopefully not. Yeah, what's going to happen? Gordon Ryan's going to put him in a freaking Eminari role? Come on. He'll be all right. Bromo's, you know. Bromo, people forget, man. Bromo's a middleweight champion. I miss when everybody thought Guru was the obese disabled Jewish kid. Dude, yeah, that's prime Guru, man. That's prime. People forget, man. MMA Guru. It sucks. It is what it is. Jones, Gable, Gordon all have sexual allegation. They do, man. They do. It's kind of crazy. That wouldn't be a bad video to do, but that wouldn't be a bad. Actually, that wouldn't be a. I might even do that video. I might, you know, that wouldn't be a bad video to kind of do a video on all three of them and talk about all of their separate allegations in one kind of video. Since, you know, they regularly all train together, right? Could be an interesting video. You know, I don't want to get sued, but I'll make sure to say, oh, this is allegations and, you know, whatever the fuck. Leo Cooper was the best MMA YouTuber, but he's retired. He's making gaming videos.
That's a joke.
I mean, if I had to deal with MMA fans, which I do, not you guys, but just outside of my normal community, man, it's just sometimes I want to quit MMA too and just do gaming videos or whatever the fuck.
Not all BJJ.
Sometimes I just want to hop in here like, what's up, guys? We're going to talk about this movie I just saw. Like, you know, but it is what it is.
People are like that, obviously.
That's the chaos of it.
But Gordon Ryan seems to be a fucking creep. And this is dangerous because this guy, Gordon Ryan, I don't know anything about BJJ, but I know who Gordon Ryan is. He's a big name in the BJJ community, probably one step behind Craig Jones, if not, like, just level. And he's talking about underage girls, okay, and this situation with his brother Nicky, making him have sex with his partner to make him a man. It's crazy. We're going to start off with this one.
So Nicky Rod at the time was underage. Okay, I kind of understand it now a little bit. So you think Nicky, you know, I don't want to... Okay, that's weird. Yeah, this is pretty odd, to be honest with you. Who would win in a fight, you or Kenny Okoye? I think myself. But obviously, I'm gonna save myself. But I don't know what Kenny Okoye's fighting experience is. Like, what does he box? Does he do MMA? Does he do any sort of training? Does he have any athletic training? It's like, I don't know. Would it even be fair if he's boxed for a few years? Then sure, but like, you know, I've been boxing for about like what 8 years, 7 years. So it's kind of like I don't know if it would be when you get big enough, you'll be able to talk about whatever you want. Honestly, yeah, it is kind of true.
So,
once I'm MMA Guru's level, I'm just gonna leave MMA. No, I'm joking. No, honestly, I've even thought about now like doing a second channel and just talking about like whatever I want. But I want to, you know, build this channel first, my channel, my MMA channel first, and build it up and, you know, really focus on it. And then, you know, eventually in a few years or a few months, however long it takes for me to get to where I want to be, I think he'll low kick Kenny. And he's pretty skinny too, right? He's a pretty skinny guy. I don't know. He's got the John Jones type build.
Gordon Ryan, but this guy did. This is my position. 10 years ago, Nicky and your dad tag team Sonny.
Okoye looks like the jellyfish from Shark Tales. I know like other people have said that joke, but I'm just saying like it's true. Like it's a really good joke because it's true. He does look like the jellyfish from Shark Tales. He is just like, he's a fascinating individual, man. Kenny Okoye is a fascinating individual, and I don't really mean that in a good way, but shout out to him.
To make him
I don't know who's worse between him or I keep pausing. I'm sorry. I don't know who's worse between him or Joey, man. It's like fuck, dude. Like who's? Anyways, let's continue watching. So Gordon Ryan is the Epstein of BJJ.
Whatever, and then he grew up and told Craig about it. This is Craig Jones. Understandably, Nicky didn't want that to go public, and Craig respected that. Awful shit. But I'm willing to bet Craig thought of it as more as looking out for a kid that was assaulted by his brother and father, and less helping you out by aiding and abetting. Coming forward would devastate his mother, his brother, mother, and late father. Or I'm not even taking a jab. My condolences. The evidence exists, and Craig risks the accusation of aiding.
Ken's made out of sugar. Kenny looks like the black guy in every right-wing meme. That's so fucked up. No, honestly, like I don't even mean to say this in a fucked up way. When you say that, it reminds me of this streamer Rakai. I don't know if you guys have probably heard of this little shit. Dude, Rakai, if I had to draw Rakai, they would literally call me racist. You guys would be, oh, you're fucking racist. You guys would literally call me racist if I had to draw Rakai. Like, honestly, that's all I'm going to say. Kobe Covington begging to be on the White House card reminds me of when Elon begged Epstein to get on the island. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, Elon, please don't kill me. No. Yeah, Kobe wants to be on the White House card. You know, I like the idea of him versus Patty. I like that fight. I like Kobe versus Patty. Hey, you know, call me a retard. Call me a retard. I kind of like that fight, bro. I kind of like that fight. I think it's low-key. It'd be, like, chaotic. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be goofy. I think that whoever wins, it doesn't really matter. Whoever loses, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of a fun, like, exhibition type fight. Obviously, it's not an exhibition, but you know my point. How you spell it? Rakai? Yeah, Rakai. They said Rakai is the definition of an ape. This was frying me. I read that, by the way. Don't clip that. I read that in a chat. All right, let's keep watching.
And abetting for the sake of Nicky's privacy, and how Kingsway cut ties with Isaac, essentially tipping him off to his accusers so that he could leave the country before being apprehended. If you don't know anything about this Isaac...
Kenny looks like the black guy that always dies in the... You know what? That's actually like a really solid... he looks like the first guy that would like die in the movie, you know? It's just like... He would be like... They'd be like... Let's say it's like Friday the 13th. They'd be in like the camp lodge and he'd come back like... It's good, guys. We heard a noise, but, you know, there's nothing there. And then he gets... And then he just gets, like, murked by, like, Jason Voorhees or something. Oh, my gosh. And then, like, oh, man, it's just whatever. This Derek on a... Oh, what's up? What's up? I remember you used this account before, I think, because you lost your phone or something. What's up, Derek? Ken stays in the rain and he melts. All right, you guys are cooking Kenny Okoye.
Situation, all right. Fight Society did a great video on it. It's fucking wild. Go and check it out. Okay. And then Gordon Ryan with this response.
Of course.
So you think that Nicky banged that when he was of legal age? Interesting to know.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird thing. You know, Bromo was one of the only guys that spoke about the Peyton Talbot thing as well. When Peyton Talbot sent someone his balls or something. Like, he was the only guy that, like, spoke about it, too. So I really respect that. Because, you know, I feel like a lot of guys, you know, like we were saying earlier, a lot of MMA YouTubers don't really expand like that. Pause.
What the fuck?
Kenny would legit be perfect for that role. Like, I can actually see it when I close my eyes. I'm like, oh, that's an awful burp. I could see him dressing up. He's a camp counselor, and like, you know, it's just he gets murked by Jason Voorhees in the first minute, and it sets up the tone of the movie. Jason lifts him up with the machete, throws him across the freaking lodge. You know, I could actually see it. Aiden deserved the ball pick though. You know, does anyone deserve to get sent a picture of some hairy balls? By Aiden's description, he said they were hairy. All right, this is getting gay. Maybe he did. I fuck with small MMA YouTubers like you. Thank you. Because you can interact with the chat without 100 comments being spammed at once. That's why I'm never in Guru Bedtime. Yeah, I understand that, to be honest with you. I do understand that. And I think, like, my voice. I think, like, when you go to, like, Guru Stream, for example, it's kind of like, does the guy read chat? He just kind of reads donations. Impression of, all right, chat, wait. Impression of Anshu Jubli slinging shit at Connor. You know, Saturday? And then he does the impression, and then it's like, hey, Guru, what are your thoughts on the recent card? And it's just like, he's rapid firing, and it's just not really good. It's not really good. Like, it just doesn't sound good sonically, in my opinion. So his streams are kind of a bit insufferable and unbearable. Just a little bit. It's not his fault, though, right? Like Aladdin said, it's not their fault, though. It just happens when you have a big following. Exactly. It's not really their fault. But it's just kind of how it is, right? It's kind of how the cookie crumbles, you know? Or, you know, they could also put their chat on, like, slow-mo, too. But I doubt it. Aiden probably loved it, yeah. For real, Joey stays in the kitchen and growing. Bro, this guy Rakai looks like Uncle Tom. All right, you guys. Well, oh, you just searched him up? He looks, bro, he's been going viral recently for the wrong reasons. What are your thoughts about the UFC pedo card? Now that the files are out, should we still support the UFC in the White House card? You know, it is what it is, right? It's like, what are my thoughts on it? I've never liked the idea of it. I've never loved the idea of it. I like the idea of it, you know, on the surface. It's, you know, it's a card on the lawn of the White House. It's a cool concept. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is really a, you know, it's a pedo card. I mean, there's, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, bro. There's not really much we could do. So I'm going to watch it. I'm probably going to enjoy it. I'll probably come on here with an American hat and a suit. And, yeah, I'll try to have fun with it. But, you know, when you really, you know, dig deep into it, it's just not, it's not amazing. It really isn't amazing. But it is what it is, man. I bet the crowd will be 50% and that's the thing with the crowd. It's just like, oh, my voice. It's just, why is my voice so, like, shaky? It's like, it keeps breaking. It's just like, there's going to be no crowd, right? Or is it just going to be like a bunch of politicians? That fucking sucks. If the crowd is just going to be like politicians, we can actually, let's see. Let me see if I can find some information on this White House card. Because that is the big card. That's what everyone wants to talk about. Let's see. UFC White House. We'll finish it later, Bromo. Pause. We'll finish it later. I actually do want to talk about this White House card. I wanted to do a video on it, but I'd rather just talk about it here. UFC White House. Let's see. As long as Joey isn't going to be... Yeah, it's just like, is there going to be a crowd? Is it just going to be Donald Trump and his buddies? And it's like, you know, I don't want to get political, but like, I mean, the card itself is literally political, so I think it's fair. It's just not really... It is just not really... I don't know. I don't necessarily think the president is... I don't think the guy just does a good job. Let's just say that. And I'm not even like, I'm not somebody that's like left leaning or anything at all. Like, to be honest with you, but I don't care. Like, you know, you got to be honest about things. Okay, Dana says the UFC White House card is done. Let's see. I actually have not seen this clip. Like, I scrolled past it, but I have not watched it. Dana Epstein. I have a sad theory that something's going to happen with Dana. I think, not that he's going to die, but I think he's going to get exposed for something in like 10 years. I don't want that to happen. I'm saying I think it's going to happen. I don't know anything. I'm just saying, like, you never know. But as long as Joey isn't there, it's going to be fine. Yeah, as long as he's not in the crowd with a fucking suit. Can Joey even walk, though? That's the thing. Surprised Dana wasn't in the files, honestly. Again, I'm kind of surprised, too. Even John Jones was somehow in the files, but it was not really for anything his fault. But it was like, oh, Epstein tried to buy a John Jones pay-per-view like 10 years ago. So John Jones technically is in the files, but atmosphere will be so bad. It probably will be, bro. It's going to be so ass. The atmosphere, the card itself will be good, most likely, right? I saw people saying there's going to be Antifa trying to storm the event. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. It's like, there is definitely a worry that like something might go down or some sort of threat or some sort of like something might happen. God forbid, of course, but something might legitimately happen. Or, you know, people don't really care anymore. That's what I've noticed in the last few years. I mean, people are sniping people left and right. People are, you know, people will die for anything. I think people will just die just to send a message or just to, you know, I'm not saying that's like a new age thing, but bro, to have like the president get sniped and then what happened to Charlie Kirk back to back, you know, is like kind of ridiculous. So it's a pretty crazy world we live in. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I saw people saying Dana is only in the Jones files. Yeah, we're waiting on that. The Jones files, bro. The Jones files are gonna be generational. Atmosphere def gonna be sus. They're gonna give Epstein a TV. Yeah, he's gonna be able to watch it from his. Wait, no, he's dead. He's dead, right? He's definitely dead, right? He's gonna definitely was cracking his female fighters behind. Yeah, you know, that's kind of my theory a little bit. I don't want to say nothing, you know, Aladdin, but you know, this may or may not be what I was thinking. Perfectly explains John Jones's fan base. All right, let's watch this. Dana White says the White House card is done, I guess.
Yeah. And then obviously, look. You had the matchmaking for the White House. I know you're not announcing anything tonight, but I'm sure you have a framework and an idea in mind of what that card looks like. What can we expect? How many title fights? What does the White House look like?
We have like 2 different options laid out, and the matchmaking process has already started. So, yeah, we got the White House card done last week.
The card is done already to go?
Yep.
Nice. How many
the card is done, or is the process started? Wait, I'm confused now because he just said the same thing twice. Or he just said 2 different things twice. Or what am I saying? FCC.
Like, what can we expect? How many title fights?
Maybe he means like the process is in like, you know, sending contracts to fighters and stuff. Probably is what if I had to guess, is probably what he means by the process.
White House look like?
We have like 2 different options laid out, and the matchmaking process has already started. So
and him saying they have 2 different options is interesting. I wonder if like he means like they have 2 different cards in case like fighters aren't available. It's kind of interesting.
We got the White House card done last week.
The card is done already to go?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it just means the card is done, but they have 2 options in case like fighters aren't available. Yeah. Cool. I don't know. It's cool. Let me pull up the chat. Perfectly explains John Jones's fan base, supposedly unalived. Bro, if somebody snipes Ilya, will storm America. Can you imagine, bro? Oh my gosh. I don't even want to imagine that, but it's just like, Jesus Christ. No wonder Jones was into Hasbullah. Dude, John Jones, man, I don't want to get into John Jones stuff, but the fact that he's got like a dedicated like army of fans is like so mind blowing to me sometimes. It really does blow my mind a little bit, but good thing Dana's only into hookers and Jones. Yeah. Yeah, Dana's a fascinating cat, huh? I feel like people forget that he actually slapped the shit out of his wife. The guy actually slapped his wife in front of the world in like New Year's. See you on the White House lawn. Post the white. This was last year though. Let's see. Is that what it's gonna look like? That's interesting. Is it gonna be? I'm guessing they're gonna build like a roof around the lawn or something, like a dome probably. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited for this card. It is gonna be a historic event. It's just like, is it a bit strange with a lot of things going on? Yeah, we live in a really strange world right now where there's people being named in certain files that are like not even being sought after either. That's the crazy part. You could be named in the files. It doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, who cares? Oh, it's just an allegation. It's like, I think we should investigate this. Anyways, let me read some more comments or some more chatters. What are you guys saying? Kobe Covington, main event, Dana said. Oh, Kobe versus Connor. Could be interesting. Kobe versus Connor. It's actually not a bad idea. It's feasible. I think they're going to go with Connor Diaz. That's my leading theory right now, is Connor versus Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has been talking a lot recently. He's saying he's coming back and stuff. So my guess is Connor versus Nate. I think Masvidal will be on the card against somebody. I don't know who, but against somebody. Maybe on the prelims. I don't know. See, how many fights are going to be on this card, though? That's the thing. You know what? See, my thing is, how gimmicky are they going to get? Are they going to give Sean O'Malley a title shot just because he's American? Are they going to do like Masvidal versus Max Holloway for the BMF or something? Like, they could get really like goofy with this card. That's why I'm like kind of like, the matchmaking does kind of confuse me a little bit. Did my stream crash? No. I don't think so. Okay. When are you going to do a pod with MMA Guru? You just spammed it 3 times. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Dude, MMA Guru's got to do a pod with himself. He's got to do a video first. Tell him to stream. Nah, I'd love to do something with MMA Guru, but it's not happening anytime soon, I don't think. Look how long it took him to collab with Lucas Tracy. You think he's gonna collab with the small fish myself? No, shout to the goo. He slapped her because she said John Jones is not the greatest fighter of all time. Dude, somebody should do like an edit of that. Like, they should dub her voice in and his voice in, where she says like, well, I just don't think John Jones is the GOAT. And then he slaps her and is like, fuck you. I don't know. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. That's crazy. When are you going to do a pod with Guru? When are you going to do a pod with Guru? Patty versus Hooker, built-in story. Oh, yeah. Patty versus Hooker's a good shout. Oh, yeah. That's true. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that fight. That's a sick fight. Patty versus Hooker. I'm curious how long it's going to take for Patty to recover, because I know he's been showing like his eyes and stuff, and he seems to be still kind of feeling the effects of the Gaethje fight. It was a war, to be fair. I don't know. Going to be a circus. I like that fight. I could see that as like a fight night main event. That'd be a sick fight night main event sometime this year. Patty versus Dan Hooker. That's a really good fight. And I would want that to be 5 rounds as well. So I actually kind of would want that as a fight night main event, low-key. Going to be a circus for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a circus. That's why I'm like, honestly, it's already a circus in itself. You're doing a card on the White House in front of Donald Trump and like, certain people. You might as well just like go all in, bro. You might as well just like make it the most clown show type of event ever. You might as well do like O'Malley versus Peter Yan. You might as well do fucking Masvidal versus like Max Holloway for the BMF. Let's do Connor versus Nate part 3. Let's do fucking Covington versus Michael Chandler for the American motherfucker belt. I don't care. Let's do fucking Kayla Harrison versus Bo Nickel. I don't give a shit anymore. Let's do everything we could. What are you going to do, a pod with MMA Guru? Oh my God, is this the new thing? Drickus versus Bo. We need Drickus back. We need Drickus du Plessis back. That is a great shout. We fucking need Drickus du Plessis back. Where is the boy at? Drickus, where the fuck are you? Where's the announcement? We're sitting here, we're waiting. Where's Drickus? I'm waiting for a Drickus fight announcement. I've been sitting here patiently. Where is he? Where is that guy? Where the fuck is Drickus, man? He's my favorite fighter. But, you know, he's one of my favorite fighters. Nina Drama probably Moggs. Yeah, Nina Drama probably does beat Patty Pimblett, to be honest with you. It wouldn't even shock me. No, all jokes aside, Dan Hooker probably does beat Patty. It's not even a hot take. He's a better striker than Patty. He's cleaner than Patty. He's got a freaking chin. And Patty don't know how to use his own grappling, so Max versus Volk Part 4. Yeah, let's do Max versus Volk Part 4. Let's do fucking Islam versus Habib. But it's not going to be the real Habib. It's going to be a hologram because most American of all time belt. Yeah, we need that. That wouldn't even shock me. That wouldn't even shock me if, like, I don't know. What if, like, we know the main event. It got reported, right? I did a video on it. Go check it out if you haven't watched it. My last video. Please go watch it. Anyways, I did a video, though. All jokes aside, it was like, it was on the White House card and stuff, and it was on, like, some news, just random news. And I guess reportedly Ilya versus Gaethje's the main event. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, let's say Ilya wins, they give him, like, some kind of weird belt, like an American White House belt or something. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if they give the winner something. I don't know. Or, like, Trump just shakes his hand in the middle of the octagon. I wouldn't be shocked by that. I could see something, like, corny like that, you know, or, like, he gets a trophy or something, or, like, I don't know. At most, it'll probably just be Donald Trump, like, shakes the hand of the winner, but, like, you never know, right? Yeah, Ilya Gaethje's the main event, apparently, yeah. I'm excited. Am I excited for that? I don't know. I am. I am excited for it because, I mean, at least it's guaranteed to be something, right? Because if Ilya wins, I mean, which he is, it's going to be a KO. Or maybe even a submission, you never know. And if Gaethje wins, I mean, that's going to be a shock. And if he wins, it's probably going to be in a war or at least maybe a fluke KO, right? So it's a win-win type of fight. And Ilya's back as well. Ilya's been gone for a while. So it's a sick fight, you know. It'll probably be Gaethje's retirement fight if he loses. Like, there's a lot on the line there. Nina versus Tracy on the White House card, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be open in the prelims. We got to get the Gooners in first. All right, kid? Listen, kid, we got to get the Gooners in. Do Figueiredo versus Moreno part 17. Dude, Brandon Moreno has a lot of haters. Are there any Brandon Moreno haters in the chat? I saw like a tweet like really shitting on Brandon Moreno, and it got like a few thousand likes. I'm like, why do people hate Brandon Moreno? Like, I know Bedtime hates Brandon Moreno, and it kind of always shocks me. Like, I don't really get it. One sec, chat, one sec. I don't really understand the, I don't know. Let me know in the chat, though. Sorry, I'm just texting someone. Let me know in the chat right now. Are you a Brandon Moreno hater? I don't know how to text with one hand. If you don't know how to text with one hand, you can't goon with one hand either. All right, I'm done. All right, let's see. I'm back. All right. It would be the most DDP thing ever if he came back with elite grappling. Bro, I hope DDP just comes back. Moggs, like Brendan Allen probably. Moggs Brendan Allen, dunks him on his head, just has one of the greatest grappling performances we've ever seen. You know, maybe KOs him for good measure as well. And then fucking, like, beats Hamzat. See, it is a very DDP thing to do, to get mogged by Hamzat with the grappling, come back, and then all of a sudden have elite grappling. Like, it's just, like, I love DDP. Send DDP to Georgia and forget. Bro, honestly, bro. That one hurt me. JDM losing, it's like, all right, it's JDM. I love him, but, like, it's JDM. I could deal without it. Drickus losing, bro. And the Hamzat fans trolling me for days and days and days and days. That sent me into a fucking frenzy, bro. They actually got me with that one. They sent the Israeli spies. I mean the Hamzat spies. I mean the what? White House medal. Yeah, I could see like a White House medal or like a American belt, or Netanyahu wraps the belt around the winner. I didn't want to say it, but I wouldn't be shocked if he's next to somebody. There's no way both of them are going to go in there and not have a dogfight. It's going to be a good fight, bro. Exactly. Like, whichever way it goes, even if Gaethje somehow wins or if Ilya wins or whatever happens, it's going to be a sick fight, right? Haters going to hate. I like him. Okay, we got some Brandon Moreno fans here. I heard they're giving I heard they're giving uncensored pages. I heard they're giving uncensored pages of the Epstein files instead of bonuses. Yeah, they're like, here, you get the unredacted version. Imagine. Who would be the first fighter to leak it? Which UFC fighter would be the first to leak the files? I feel like Kevin Holland would like accidentally say something or like post something, right? Kevin Holland. I feel like Adesanya would actually not care, and he would probably leak it, or like Dan Hooker, like one of those kinds of guys. I don't know. The fighter that wouldn't leak it is like Chandler. Chandler is such a shill. He's the kind of guy that if he got the unredacted Epstein files, he'll put that shit away in his safe. Honey, you can't even read it. Mr. President said I can't show it to nobody, honey. Not even Happen, whatever the other kid. Happen Ace. Not even our kids. And then the kids, hey man, let me see them files, man. Anyway, sorry. That's Guru's thing. I'll let him do the Chandler Sons impressions. I like Moreno. He's white. Close enough. Understandable. It is kind of funny how like there's Hispanics that are like, I mean, look at my skin, right? There's Hispanics that are like super white. It's kind of always interesting. Like, I don't really know why I'm so like white. I guess it's from my father, Papa BXG. He's pretty white, but I'm like the whitest guy in my family. Honestly, I'm probably the whitest guy in my family. Which is kind of funny. I don't know. Let's see. Understandable. Moreno's always in. Yeah, I like Moreno. He's cool. I know he gets clowned for the Legos and shit, but as a nerd, man, I don't really mind that. I heard DDP went to Thailand. I actually did hear that. Like, he actually did go to Thailand, which is he's not beating the allegations. Come on, Drickus, what you doing, bud? I did actually hear DDP went to Thailand. I saw a video of him training there, so that's actually like true. My guy Johnny Monday says, "What's good, BXG? Same here with DDP failing us and the Hamza fans trolling me from. Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. It was pretty bad. It was literally the DDP one pisses me off because I was like confident, like, DDP, he's really got like a good chance of doing his thing and he could win and he could. It's just yeah. Don't remind me of times like this or of times like that. Moreno is cool. He's just boring. Who's the last person he KO'd or TKO'd? Hold on. As a Moreno fan, I gotta cook you. Hold on. My goat, he's not gonna be slandered right now. Hold on. Brandon, let me go to Brandon Moreno's record. Hold on. Okay, you're right. He's not KO'd anybody in a long time. You are right in that. Okay? But let's look at the bangers he's had, because I'm thinking about bangers, man. Brandon, what's his name again? Moreno. Yeah. I'm going to the UFC website right now. Brandon Moreno. Please don't tell me the website's broken. Also, by the way, for you boys that are here, that just got here, I know there's a lot of you guys here now. Shout out to you guys. We will be. I will be dropping my UFC Texas predictions sometime in a few hours. I thought it was a really good video, to be honest with you. I thought it was a really good video. So you guys got to look out for that one. All right, let's look. The Taylor fight. Okay, he lost. I don't count that. The Usyk fight, okay, that was kind of boring. The Albazi fight was a great performance. He beat the shit out of Albazi. Almost finished him, rocked him a few times. Royval fight, I think that was pretty fun, right? The Pantoja fight was good. The Royval fight was good. The Figueiredo fight was a bit weird because of the TKO, because of the doctor stoppage kind of TKO thing. The Cara France, he finished Kai Cara France, I'm just saying. Figueiredo, another sick fight. Figueiredo again, another sick fight. I'm just saying. No slander allowed. All right, enough. Let me scroll up. Yuri. I love Yuri. Ian Gary would leak it? Yeah, Ian Gary would actually leak it. Wait, what? Oh, I just in the chair. Yeah, never mind. They gave me these pages at the event. I thought they were powerful scrolls. I can't do Yuri, but actually make a Patreon so we can see your cooking. Oh, you guys want to see my cooking? Sure, I could do that one day. Speaking of DDP and Hamzat, give us a few terrible, disappointing performances you remember well. One of mine was Gustafsson in the Jones rematch. That's a good one. Disappointing performances. JDM versus Islam. Max versus Volk 3. I don't know. JDM Islam, Max Volk 3. Obviously Max Holloway. Alex versus Ankalaev 1. Alex Pereira, obviously. Even Ankalaev's performance was low-key mid as well. Because he didn't get one takedown. I'll think of some more, but those are the ones I can think of right now. JDM and DDP got some dumb coaches. Yeah. And JDM's supposed to have a super team, bro. Like, he's got, like, Volkanovski. He's got, like, Craig Jones. He's supposed to have, like, the super team of coaches, bro. It's crazy. DDP just got, like, some South African white guy, and that's it. And he's still kind of held his own. He did better than... I think DDP did better than freaking JDM. I'm just saying. I am glazing, but... Do you think Armin outgrapples Ilya? For the early rounds, yes, but I think Ilya will eventually catch him and KO him. Because Armin Tsarukyan still has really... I'm not going to say bad, but his striking defense is still low-key kind of weak. It's still not the best. He's still a little bit narrow. He's still a little bit hittable in the face and the chin. He's been hit by guys. Even Dan Hooker was landing some jabs on him. He was popping the jab on him a little bit. I'll say, Armin uses his grappling early on, has some success, but Ilya eventually catches him in round 3 or 4. BXG, please put out more pig heart videos of Anthony Smith. Those are how I found you. I was thinking of doing one. After this stream because Anthony Smith recently announced that he's coming back, not to the UFC, but to like bare knuckle. And so I was thinking of maybe doing a video on that somehow. So we'll see. I could probably do one on that. And I'll just edit the shit out of it. Also, I think I want to include a... I saw a clip of Rampage Jackson trying to like beat up a fan recently that really rage baited the shit out of me. So I might include that as well and just roast Rampage Jackson and Anthony Smith, a 2-for-1 special. So that might be coming soon. Probably not today or tomorrow, but maybe sometime this week, Maybe tomorrow, actually. Because today I got to post my predictions, but, Anyways, I was thinking of doing one. Bro forgot his GOAT's name. Is Islam fighting Gary? I believe so. That is the rumor right now, is that Islam is fighting Ian Gary. I love that fight. I like it way better than the idea of Islam versus Usman. It's looking that way. Yeah, it's looking that way. Yeah, it's looking that way, man. I don't mean just to trash Gus because I respect him and think he's underrated, but that Jones rematch was horrible. I agree. Yeah, it is what it is, right? Like there's a lot of fighters that just have like ass performances. It's not necessarily trashing. It's just, it's the nature of, the game, when you were scrolling, yeah, Gus, he really did have a weak performance in that rematch. And I was a Gus truther, When you were scrolling, I noticed if Pantoja had a baby, it would look just like you. That's actually not the worst thing You know what? That's actually not the worst thing I've heard. Like, yeah, I can kind of see it a little bit. No, I'm joking. You know what? Pantoja's a Chad. I'll take it. All right, that's gay. Joaquin versus Usman pissed me off. That's a good one. Yes. Buckley. Yes, that's a really good shout. That is a really good shout. Buckley's performance really pissed me off. Because I was so confident he was just going to run through Usman. Not run through him, but I thought, okay, you know what? He'll have Usman might have some success, but Buckley's going to do his thing and he's going to beat him and it's going to be, what it is. And I don't know, bro. That one pissed me off. Unk still got it, yeah. DDP's coach is a psychopath. He uses a taser. Yeah, he is a freaking... He is a nut job, bro. It kind of makes sense why Drickus is the way he is. I mean, look at his coach. But Drickus is a monster, bro. Like, Drickus is like I always think about, I'll take the victories where I can get them as a Drickus fan. I always think about that 5th round where he's like, he literally is down 4 rounds against Hamzat. He goes into round 5. He's hyping up the crowd. He's flexing at Hamzat. He's looking at him. He's smiling. He runs at Hamzat. He throws like a jumping kick. It's just like, bro, Drickus du Plessis, man. I'm glazing. I love him. Joaquin was walking like he was a world beater before that Usman fight. Joaquin was talking like he was a world beater. Yeah, true. I thought he was gonna be a world beater. Well, a Hamzat. What am I saying? What the fuck? Usman world beater. I don't know how people believe Buckley was gonna KO Usman. Yeah, I don't know, man. Rampage is a weirdo. Yeah, I want to kind of cook him a little bit. I'm thinking I'm gonna do an Anthony Smith video and then cook Rampage right at the end for a little bit, and it'll be a shorter video probably, but. I'm excited for it. All right. I'll do it. You roasting Rampage is how I discovered you, so it would be a welcome vid. Nice. Plus A. Smith gets destroyed. Yeah. I'm excited to talk about that, actually. A hot take. MMA Joey. Okay, this is a good... We got a hot take about MMA Joey. MMA Joey is at times funny and needed in the community to balance out the bias. I kind of agree. I kind of do agree, low key. It's not even about balancing out the bias, but it is kind of just like, I do think he's kind of, well, for me as a content creator, I like farming him a little bit sometimes, even though I don't do like videos on him all the time, but I like hooking him a lot. Because, if we do think about it, if MMA Joey and Kenny Okoye didn't exist, like, who would I be cooking? Who would we be mad at, it's not the worst take in the world. I don't know. Drickus beats everyone but Hamzat. I agree. I think people, ironically or unironically, I don't know the take, but I think people forget, man, Drickus du Plessis is, still really good. I know people are like, Hamzat, molested him, so therefore, Brendan Allen will beat him. No, Brendan Allen's not beating Drickus, bro. You guys forget Brendan Allen's a bum. I'm joking, but he is. Joey's a professional goon baiter. Sorry, rage baiter. Yeah, he is, bro. Honestly. I think he is. I think he's probably a better rage baiter than Okoye. He puts more effort into it. Okoye kind of just is eh. Joey actively goes out of his way to rage bait, I feel like. He puts in more effort. I got to respect it. Shout out to Buckley for spitting facts about MMA on the boxing debate. Let's react to that, actually, because I haven't watched that video, but I know Guru did a video on it, and a lot of people have been yapping about that. Apparently Joaquin Buckley kind of he's been going back and forth for Terrence Crawford and shit. And yeah, let's watch that in a second. Joaquin. Sean O'Malley still hasn't got the call for the White House, is the first thing I see. Anthony Smith versus Chase Sherman. Oh, I'm already seeing people cook Anthony Smith. I got to do this video. I actually have to do this video, bro. Holy shit. I actually have to do this video. Anyways. You know what, Loki? I'm going to save this tweet. I'm going to include it in the video. This is a good tweet. He's cooking him. See, you know, we're doing this live. But let me just... Anyways. I'll check out the Buckley thing in a second. DDP just needs... DDP just... Wait, let me scroll up. Lamar Usman drowning Buckley was hilarious. Like a hothead kid getting whooped. Dude, it freaking... I wanted to kill myself. No, honestly, I don't mind it. Usman's alright. I just don't like that now. He's like, I want a title shot, man. The problem is, you know, the problem is with like these like title shots is like, if Usman beat Buckley and then immediately gets a title shot like a few months later, fine. But then he's been sitting out for like a year. After already sitting out for a year, he comes back, beats Buckley. Now he's sitting out for a year again, asking for a title shot when other guys aren't doing what he's doing. Other guys aren't sitting out for a year. So that's kind of what pisses me off about, like, if he was like really active and he was like calling for the fight like right away, then fine, get it over with. But knowing, you know, how Islam's schedule is, I mean, this will probably be his last fight or one of his last fights. If he fights Usman next, and then it's going to be what, Morales or Process, and then that's it. He's gone. He's gone. He's done. DDP just needs to do 1 million takedown defenses in training for Hamzat. That if the fight had no time limit, he'd win. Shit Joe Rogan used to say about Diaz actually apply. Honestly, it probably does. Dricus du Plessis is a freaking psychopath, bro. Like, he probably would. He'd be one of the few guys, if there was no time limit in combat sports, he'd thrive. I know we're glazing him. Bromo said Guru is Joey, but in reverse. I did see him say that. It's not a bad take. They are kind of similar in a lot of ways when you really break it down. That's the funny part. It's just that they have different, like, they just have opposite takes. But, like, if you really, like, strip them down, pause. But if you really, like, strip them down for who they kind of are similar. Like, they are just kind of, like, overweight kind of, like, guys in the chair who just, like, rage about things and who are super like, you know what? It's a really good take from Bromo because they are really similar. Like, when you think about it, it's just their takes are so different. But Joey and Guru are actually, like, really, like, the same person. Just one loves Daggies and one hates them. Rampage's son controversy low-key mess with Rampage's career. Yeah, I really don't fuck with Rampage. I kind of see where his son got it from, though. Every Rampage, since Rampage has become a live streamer, bro, it's like, oh yeah, I see it now. That's kind of my take on Rampage. It's like, oh yeah, I see why his son did what he did. No offense, but like, I'm sorry, bro, but like Rampage Jackson really is. Let me see if I can find this clip now, actually. Like Rampage really is just Oh, he actually put a tweet out about it. He always puts a... See, Rampage is a pretty sensitive guy because he's always, like, responding whenever he gets in controversy. He's always like, you guys got it wrong, man. I don't actually care. But then he puts a whole paragraph out. It's like, you obviously care. Yeah, you know what? Let me just save this. So this will be in the video. I don't want to give my take on it now. I'll save that for the video. But yeah, Rampage basically is a baby. All right, let's read some more stuff. Bromo said, I agree with that. I agree with what Bromo said. Rampage is on controversy. There's people who actually watch MMA Joey. They walk amongst us. They really walk amongst us. MMA Joey is just a locale. That people manage to take seriously because he's in this niche. He is a bit of a locale, bro. You know what? I kind of think we need him. Whoever said it earlier, I agree. We kind of do need MMA Joey. It was MMA consultant, right? He said it. We kind of do need MMA Joey. It's kind of, Tom is literally juggling a football better than 95% of Americans. Elite footwork, eye coordination. People are saying he can't shake hands. Come on, man. This is some BS. And people were saying he can't shake. Well, he said that, right? Did Tom say? I think it was Tom himself that said he can't like shake people's hands and like he can't drive yet. The Tom thing is like doing my fucking head in, to be honest with you, because it's like if he actually got LASIK, then Like, why? Did he get LASIK to like prove a point? Did he get a fake surgery? Then I saw there was like some Chinese guy that's apparently a doctor on YouTube that said that Tom is faking it. I don't know anymore. The Tom Aspinall thing is like really fucking done my brain in. I'm sorry. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. I know it's kind of like nauseating though to talk about nowadays, because it's like everyone has an opinion on Tom Aspinall. I'm late to seeing Fluffy Hernandez fight, and I love his style. Dangerous for everyone. And Johnny, do you got him beating Strickland? I got him beating Strickland. Spoiler alert for the prediction video later, but I think Fluffy beats Strickland. I'm not going to say how, but I think he beats Strickland. Joaquin is a bum. Yep, I agree. And I still like Buckley, but your channel is dope. I just subscribed. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you, man. Talking about his friends' girlfriends when they ask a photo and then get offended. Yeah, he's just, Rampage is just really retarded. Yo, is this Mr. Gigi? No, every Hispanic person is not the same guy. Fluffy is BXG's older brother. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. So you guys wanna call me Mr. Gigi? Just know who my brother is, all right? Hernandez submitting that huge strong grappler who kept spamming. Hernandez submitting that huge, strong grappler who kept spamming takedowns on him showed us how interesting things could get against Hamzat. Yeah, Hernandez is like all about pressure. That's why I think he beat Strickland. Again, spoiler alert, but I said in my prediction video, like I think he just, like, his pressure and his forward movement, his constant pressure, his constant cardio, his constant just like, he's got a chin as well. Like, I honestly think he's the key to beating a lot of these guys. I think he's got probably the best chance of beating Hamzat, but Fluffy punches metal for fun. Yeah, he does seem a bit like, I smoke weed, man. Dude, I fucking just love weed and I love fighting, man. And that's it. He kind of does have that like vibe to him, but he's cool. He is cool. What's up, young man? It's been what's up, my guy Torin? What's up? What's up, my guy? Tom Aspinall is so insecure. I think he's a little bit affected by a lot of the comments. I don't know if he's insecure, but I think it's like, I do think he's affected by like a lot of the comments he's getting. He's getting people calling him like you said, insecure, and he's faking it. He's a bitch. He's a coward. He's probably getting crazy DMs from like Jones fans or Surrogan French baguettes, except instead of B, it's F. He's probably getting like so much hate right now. I would imagine he's not really in the best mental state. And obviously his eyes are not working, so he's probably pretty depressed. If you believe that his eyes are not working. I can't believe Luke Thomas does videos with Joey. Hey, they move in flocks. They move in flocks. Tom, I don't even know much about Luke Thomas, though. He might actually be a good content creator. So I don't want to lump him in with Joey. But if he does content with Joey, then yeah. I can't believe Luke Thomas does videos with Joey. Tom totally did this surgery to justify quitting. I promise you he will magically be healed and defend in a month. You really think so? Do you actually think so? That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of interesting if he just... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like people are saying like, okay, he didn't actually get surgery. He got a form of like laser treatment or something. But then people are saying it's LASIK. But then it's like, I've seen people say, well, just because it's not, under the knife, just because it's, with lasers and stuff and needles and injections, it doesn't mean that, that it's just LASIK. I'm torn on it. I don't want to really, I've done so many videos on Tom. I'm exhausted. I don't believe Tom is faking. Speaking of Buckley, I saw him and Muhammad. And speaking of Buckley, I saw him and Muhammad are being targeted. Ooh, that's a good co-main, low key. Let me see. Let me search that up. That's actually a good co-main event, low key. I hope that's true. Buckley. I'm trying to find it. I actually fuck with that as a co-main. It's a good fight. I know. A Bilal Muhammad co-main, but, Buckley versus Bilal Muhammad, that's a tough fight to predict, low-key, but I'll probably go Bilal. I'll go Bilal, I think. How do you spell Bilal Muhammad? Or I would just put Bilal. I just burped. Buckley says he's targeting a fight with Bilal as his next move. Okay. Buckley calls out. Okay, Buckley has been calling out Bilal, it looks like. All right. Could be interesting. Yeah, we still don't know what that co-main is, right? I don't believe Tom is faking. Not the Tom hate. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Sick Venom poster in the back. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see ya. Obviously, Tom doesn't want it to affect his rep and therefore money. I understand. Yeah, see, I get that as well, right? I get that as well, where it's like, yeah, I get that, to be fair. Because if it happened to me, I would definitely be trying to defend myself. But I think Tom has to also realize, like, bro, no matter what you're saying, it's just like they don't give a fuck. Like, and by they, I mean, John Jones fans or Cyril Gahn fans. He's just getting so much hate. Like, no matter what he puts out, no matter what he posts, they're saying he's lying, that he's making it up. There's someone in my chat right now is literally saying Tom is lying. So it's just like, no matter what Tom posts, he's damned if he does, he's damned if he doesn't, If I were Tom, I wouldn't care what a bunch of coward keyboard warriors have to say, because we all know people talk tough on social media, but in real time, if you were to pull up, they would pussy away. I mean, even no eyes Tom Aspinall would fuck up all of us, right? What's up, Johnny? It's like people suddenly don't know how awful eye surgery is. Yeah, I just don't really think Tom Aspinall would go out of his way to, like, get things done on his eyes to prove, like, a point. Or to, like, lie. To prove a lie, or to, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. If a gay man, a.k.a. John Jones, was tasked with writing the Aspinall article, it would have come out less gay than what Pete Carroll put out. So let's read this, right? I know what you're talking about. Where was this posted? Championship rounds, right? So I know what you're talking about. I spoke about it in one of my videos. Let me just scroll. Holy shit, this is giving me brain rot. I'm trying to scroll. Walter Walker has submitted Zion Clark or something. Whatever his name is. Not Zion. Okay. Let's read this. Tom Aspinall's fighting future is still unknown, and says he is not even thinking about fighting. So apparently he can't track moving targets. He gets dizzy if he changes direction suddenly. His eyes hurt if he sends too many text messages. That one kind of did make me laugh. I don't know why. It's not funny, but it's like, I don't know why. It's just so random. He's taking 32 eye drops a day. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. He has double vision on one side that's so bad it makes him sick when he attempts footwork drills. So obviously he's trying to get back in the groove, but I mean, there's a black spot in his vision and he sees it constantly. So he's not talking about seeing Cyril Gahn. He's talking about some kind of black dot. Hey, man. Bilal wins. I think I'd go with Bilal as well against Buckley. I agree with you. Bilal, yeah. Because how much can Buckley really improve on his grappling? Bilal is still a good grappler. He still has a good chin. We're treating Aspinall like we should treat Jones. Hey, I treat Jones like how I treat Jones, but there are people that do treat Aspinall. Aspinall gets more hate than guys who are legitimately like just abhorrent human beings. Tom Aspinall gets more hate than fucking Jeffrey Epstein. I'm joking. Is Zuffa boxing worth watching? I've not seen one fight from Zuffa boxing. I've seen a few highlights. It looks like there's a few finishes here and there, which is cool. But I've not actually like sat and watched a Zuffa boxing event. But it's on Paramount, so maybe one day I will. If they slap like a big like name on the card, if they get like a, I mean, you said Sean O'Malley, right? Like, if Sean O'Malley ever boxes in Zuffa, I'd fucking watch the shit out of that. I'm not going to lie. If they start putting, like, Sean O'Malley, Fiziev, like, let's say, like, I don't know, maybe Gaethje for a few fights. If they put, like, decent UFC fighters who are still, like, around their prime and throw them on Zuffa, Zuffa might have my attention. Zuffa will have my attention. I can't lie. I would actually watch like a Sean O'Malley versus whoever boxing match. A lot of the keyboard warriors are Jones fans, yeah. Yeah, John Jones fans are incredible. They actually blow my mind a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, Tom Aspinall is on. Anything else you guys got for me? I'm going to head out of here soon. But this has really been a great stream. We've only been live for like an hour, actually. I thought we'd been live for longer, but if you guys got some more stuff for me to talk about, you know, any questions or anything, I'll hang around. But I do want to record this Anthony Smith video. I want to cook Anthony Smith for the old times, just like old times. I want to record that in a little bit. And yeah, I don't know what else. I got some predictions. Chidi versus Carlos Leal. You know, speaking of predictions, that is one of the fights I predicted. And spoiler alert, you should still check out the freaking prediction video, but I will spoil one of my predictions. I actually went with Leal. I know, but I don't, you know. Anyways, MMA Guru's last video is spot on. I didn't see it, but I saw the thumbnail. It was the Buckley, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson one. Just joined. Did you hear Anthony? Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that actually. I'm gonna cook Anthony Smith for old times' sake, and I'm gonna cook Rampage Jackson as well. I'm gonna do a 2-for-1. I think that would be a really good video. It should be a bit shorter, bit of a quick fun video, but I'm gonna edit it and stuff. It'll be fun. Also, my predictions are coming out later. I got to edit it and make a thumbnail and a title and all that. But, I already recorded it last night. Thought it was one of my better predictions. If not, probably, dare I say, my best prediction video. In terms of entertainment, I actually felt like I was flowing really well on there. I must have snorted something by accident. John Jones fans would probably blow a lot more than your mind. Yeah, man. You work or go to school? I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that. But just join. Chitty on the sauce, and that weight cut must be brutal. Tracy Cortez is mid AF. I have a girlfriend. I can't say nothing. She's gonna cut my dick off. Chitty on the sauce, and that weight cut must be brutal. All right. Look, now we're talking about Tracy Cortez's looks. We got to get out of here. Good stream, I think. I'll try to go live more. I can't say if I'll go live tomorrow. I'm not gonna say I will. But maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Well, obviously, though, I will be live on Saturday for UFC Texas, but that's in a few days, so we don't got to worry about that. I think Friday, I'll probably go live as well, maybe the day before. So Friday, Saturday, definitely, I would say, for streams, if you're into my streams. Look forward to those days for streams. Thursday, it's a no-go. I'm too busy on that day, and same with tomorrow and Wednesday. But anyways, have a good night. Thank you to all you boys that have been here. Love you guys. I'm going to go record my Anthony Smith video, which should be out tomorrow. UFC Texas prediction should be out later. Please watch it. I think it's one of my better prediction videos, if not my best one. I thought it was really entertaining, which is self-glazed, but also go check out my last few videos. I thought they were pretty good as well. Pretty entertaining. Love you guys. See you guys. God bless you guys. And peace, brother. Peace, brother. USA, brother. Shout out to all the Mexicans.